What is contract? What is criteria to be legally enforceable? A contract is a legally enforceable agreement between two or more parties. To be legally enforceable, an agreement must contain all following criteria: 1. An offer and acceptance; 2. Certainty of terms; 3. Consideration; 4. An intention to create legal relations; 5. Capacity of the parties; and 6. Legality of purpose. 1. Offer and acceptance. In contract law, an offer must be made by one party and accepted by another party for a contract to come into existence. The offeror makes a tentative promise, subject to a condition or containing a request, to the offeree. When the offeree accepts the offer by agreeing to the condition or request, the offer becomes a contract. At this point, the promise becomes binding for the offeror, who must fulfill it, and for the offeree, who must fulfill the condition or request. 2. Certainty of terms. A contract is formed when both parties reach a mutual understanding of the terms, known as a meeting of the minds. Each party must clearly understand their rights and responsibilities. The terms must be specific or easily determined by an agreed-upon method, as a mere agreement to agree later does not constitute a valid contract. Certainty of terms is crucial in contractual agreements, serving as documentation for understanding. As this understanding evolves, it's essential to amend the contract to keep it current. Thus, the contract acts as a baseline for performance that can be adjusted to reflect changing circumstances. 3. Consideration. In contract law, consideration refers to something of value which is given in exchange for the fulfillment of a promise. Consideration can take multiple forms and includes both benefits to the promisor and detriments to the promisee. 4. An intent to create legal relations. An agreement must be deliberate, or seriously intended, to be enforceable, so that it is understood that in the event of a breach of obligation, the parties could enforce the contract through the courts. 5. Capacity of parties. An otherwise valid contract may be defeated by the lack of contractual capacity of one of the contracting parties. The law presumes that each party to the contract has the legal capacity to enter into it. For instance, very small children may not be held to bargains they have made, on the assumption that they lack the maturity to understand what they're doing. Errant employees or directors may be prevented from contracting for their company, because they have acted beyond their power. 6. Legality of purpose. The contract's object must be legal, meaning business transactions should not violate the law or public good. If they do, the contract is considered void, indicating it was never legally formed.